Hello folks, and welcome back to Bickering Bush Station and the Scottish Model Railway Guy. Now today's going to be a wee crafty one. I'm looking to add a coal load, possibly to the two wagons, and that is the purpose of where we're going. Now how am I going to do that? I'll show you in a second, but first of all I'm going to quickly jump to how it's going to look on this one at the end, and then you can see where we are going and what the objective is, and then I'll take you through how I got there. So here we go. So we can see here we've got this Rapido little Hunslet engine coat, double O gauge wagon. Now everything in this layout means something. Hunslet is very local. You probably saw up in my plaque it says Andrew Barclay and Son Kilmarnock Works. Well, it became Hunslet Barclay, and I picked this up at the Model Rail Scotland, and I think it's a pretty cool little wagon, and I'm really rude to do anything that's going to harm it. Nonetheless, I'm going to give it a bash with putting a coal load in. Now, how am I going to do it? See these stones here that I've added recently? So they are, and I'll show you in a second, from World War Scenics I think it is, and I plan to get the smaller ones and see if I can make it look like a proper coal load in there. However, there's going to be a bit of paint involved, and I think I'll go with watercolour this time, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, for now, we'll jump to filling this up, I think. Or will we? No, I think we'll jump to painting the sort of larger stones first with watercolour. Now you can see with these ones, I have got light ones and dark ones. How did I achieve that? Well, basically dipped these ones in 50-50 mix of PV and water, and it brought it to a different shade, and I think you need that throughout layouts. But either way, let's jump and see what we can do. So bearing in mind that I've never actually done this before, it's a bit of a guess. But anyway, I had bought this World War Scenics large dark grey modelling rocks ballast. Now it's much bigger than standard ballast, and you can see that when you put it there. Now to turn the stones black, and I'm just going to open the tub. To turn the stones black, what I intend to do is get them into some sort of tub, add some watercolour paint, and give it a good old shake about. But you can also see they come in various sizes. Now, to keep it real for coal, you wouldn't want it too small, but however, it could be theorised that it's going to go to some sort of crushing machine somewhere, so I'm going to pick out the smaller ones anyway, and then the long and short is I'm going to get them painted one way or another, and then see how it looks as a coal load. However, it's pretty deep, and I think it would take quite a lot to fill it. In fact, let's check that right now, because I can always take it back out. Couldn't be too bad, to be honest. The other thing I could do is I could fill it so far and then paint some black, and see how that goes. At the same time, I should probably be weathering this, but we'll start with the coal load first, and then we'll move on to weathering in the future. So yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I've filled it up to where I would like to see it go to. I'm going to bring that up a little closer, and if you look at the side, it's just proud at the top. Now, to be honest, I could leave it like that, put some PVA glue in, and it'd probably look pretty cool. You know, it's got a good sort of heaviness to it as well. There's other things I could do, like I could make a false bottom to try and save some ballast, but hey, it's not that expensive. Just for information, that whole tub was $9.99 on Amazon. I bought some watercolour paints today. I've been using acrylics for everything, but I thought when I'm going to the engines I really want to start moving to watercolours, so that if I make a mistake I can take it off. So I'm just going to pause a second so that I'm not crackling everything while I'm opening that up, and then I'll be back. And just like that, we've got some watercolours. Never opened one up to see how thin it is, but the general plan is I'm going to open this up, put some in there, throw that stuff in and shake it about, to see how that goes. I think I might get a better camera angle while I'm doing it. Wait, I'll see, I'll move this out of the way. I'll move this out of the way a bit. I'm going to bring this forward. Now, if this doesn't work, no big deal. The tub was from a fast food takeaway, and these, it's not too much of it. So I've never done this, I'm just going to drop it in and then mix it about and see how it goes. But do you want to know what? I'm going to do it in hyperlapse because it might take a wee while. If I start shaking it immediately, you can see they've stuck to the bit, but I think if I mix that about with a brush, it's going to take to them all. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Now, that turned out pretty good. I'm going to bring it a bit closer. Yeah, I mean it's as black as coal, which is exactly what I'm looking for. My trouble is going to be that it won't look right with this. So what I did was, remember this is undiluted watercolour. Normally with watercolour you're going to, you know, add water and thin it out a bit probably, but what I did was I did a little test in the background to see how it would look if I just started sort of fairly dry brushing onto this. Now, this is my wee pride and joy bearing in mind, so I don't really want to ruin it, but you see I'm not adding anything else to it. If anything, I would be picking up more from this to continue dry brushing it to make it a bit dirtier inside, because it's going to look ridiculous if I don't do that, where you've got this brand new Wagon and then inside it's absolutely spotless. Coal doesn't work like that, and I suppose it would make more sense if I did this. And I'm just going to bring them all coming up in the same grain all the way around, and hopefully, I don't really need to paint the bottom because you'll never see that, but hopefully that works out. Now the benefit of watercolour is you can actually wash it off, but I'm going to go around the top of this as well, give it a bit going down there, and you can see that's adding to the end of it. When I do it, sorry I bumped the camera there, and I think just for information I'm going to have to bail for the loft in a second because I think there's a thunderstorm coming through. We'll deal with that in a second. I'm just going to keep dirtying that up just a little. Notice I've still not added anything to the brush. And then take the whiteness off it, this very nice Wagon. And the last thing to do before we pour the coal in, which is what I'm going to do, is just pour it in. I think that's came up okay very quickly. It's definitely changed the look of it. And now I'm going to pour this in. This might get a bit messy, but yeah, that looks decent. Bear in mind I've never done anything like this before. And it's a total let's see what happens job. Now if anything, we don't want that raking about on the layout, because worst case scenario is it falls out and gets caught on the rails. How does that look? So how do we stop it falling out? We're really going to have to put some PVA glue on it, and I will, but for now, so all I'll do is I'll create a 50-50 mix of PVA glue, put it in that, and that'll be us. But I'm going to come down to eye level with it in the next shot, and you can see what that looks here and then on the layout. So yeah, here we go. Right, storm out the way, and I'm back up the loft. There's another one incoming on the radar, but I'll figure that out. Now I think I've got the height right, it looks good, and I've got the weathering okay to my ability. I don't have one of these spray guns, but I think it does look good. I'm going to come round a bit, excuse any noise you hear, but I'm freehanding it. I think it looks good for that angle, and from there, and generally a bit of a success, I think I'm going to come up so you can get a wee look. Still freehanding it. I think that's turned out okay. The one thing I'm going to do is put a 50-50 mix of PVA and water and drip it in with a pipette so that when it's going around the tracks the coal won't pop out. But either way, I'm going to put it to the layout now, and you can see how that looks and feels in a sort of live situation with trains going past it, with us sitting in the siding at the main station. Here we go. And how does that look in the layout? I think it's plain to see that this one that's been weathered versus this one, the Imperial Chemical Industries wagon that hasn't been weathered, one looks far more realistic than the other, and it's all about emulating that all the way around the layout, because the most important thing is that we continue on the path of realism, and to achieve that we need to get everything in the right place. But it's a very slow process, and that's absolutely fine, because you want the whole layout to end up in a situation where it's completely believable. I think this is coming to a different place now. This particular snapshot of the layout needs work. You know, I've cheap guys down here compared to ones that you can get that are far prettier and far more expensive, by the way. But all in all, I think that is a bit of a success. And with the train coming into the station right there, I think that reflects very, very well against that Class 101 Strathclyde Transport DMU. What do you think, folks? I think it looks fantastic there. And if you were to skip back to some of my other videos from a year ago, you'll see this whole area was pretty much bare. You know, the first parts were this. And it was only about a year ago. So it shows you where you can take it in that time. And I'm here to help you along whenever you like, because I've got a heap of videos on YouTube with, you know, tutorial after tutorial and my own failings and findings. So please do subscribe if you like, or throw me a like if you've enjoyed this video. And I'd love to hear your comments on how you think that actually looks. I'm going to zoom in just a little fraction so you can get one more look before we go. Yeah, success. See you again, folks.